And so I said, forget the subpoena. My monkey doesn't even drive a Lexus. Hello. Good morning. It's Fish the Beach Bum Investor here with your cryptocurrency discussion and report for whatever date it is today. 20th of January 2018. Special guest D in the house today. Probably be a shortened chat today because we've got plenty on. And a few people already waiting in the chat and Discord beeping away. So you can go ahead and push pause. Just posting up in Discord, let the crew know we're started for the convo today. Vibe and Steem have been two of the big gainers, doing well in the last 24 hours, but the crypto economy as a whole looking reasonable, coming back towards that $600 billion overall market cap. And Bitcoin once again pushing towards 12,000. Good to see.
Very exciting.
It is indeed. Let's see who we've got in for the chat today. We have Stroyer, Warlord, Kyle Mosley, BB Junkie, and Jace. How are you guys? Well, that's the people who are making themselves known anyway. ICX for the win, says Warlord. Where's it sitting?
I can find out if I actually bring up
Coin market cap.
That would be helpful.
Have a look at the market, see how it's trending. A couple that I noticed were Vibe and Steem doing very well in the last 24 hours. What's up, Pablo? So Bitcoin is at 11,713 $, but moving down to Icon, which we were asked about early on in the chat, $8.55, making a really nice comeback. Jace is all over it. He's got a ticker actually giving him the updated price every 5 minutes. Yeah, so it's been a pretty steady 24 hours. Good to see. After I didn't expect it to bounce back quite so quickly. I thought there'd be a lot more confidence shaken out, but it's good to see it bouncing back nicely. A couple of the big gainers was Steem. For those of you who don't know, it's the resident currency of steemit.com, a blogging site, a blockchain blogging site, basically. Blogging on the blockchain, Steemit. So both myself and Dee do blog over there, so have earned reasonable money.
Reasonable, yeah. You
in, what, a week, me in 6 months. So, yeah, it's a good site. Grinkers is in.
That was an ICX Kyber partnership, Aussie Canuck.
Is there, Jace? ICX, Icon and Kyber. That's pretty cool. That should help.
I would think so.
Good to see. I hadn't heard that news, Jace. It's been cleaning this morning, so haven't really had a time to catch up on the crypto news. Yeah, just scrolling down and having a look at some of the big gainers. Vibe is one that I spoke about. Now, there were some rumors actually popped in the stream yesterday that Vibe are going to have a commercial at halftime Super Bowl, or during the Super Bowl anyway.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so massive audience, obviously.
Huge.
For the ice hockey, the Super Bowl.
No. Gridiron.
Yes, American football.
Yes.
So that would be interesting to see if that rumor actually turns out to be true. Obviously, that'll be good for the whole crypto economy, I think, because you've got crypto being exposed to a bunch of people and something that a lot of people are going to be interested in as well in terms of virtual reality music clips. So I think that's exciting times, and I can't wait to see this first one they've got coming out.
Especially given you're sort of very supportive of Vibe, like it's something that you have shown an interest in. Yeah,
I'm supportive of it. I mean, it seemed like an ambitious project given the size of the team and the funding they received initially, but they've done really well. We'll see what happens. I mean, I bought it pretty cheap, as you know, because you bought it for me.
Yeah, I did.
Ether Delta trader. Yeah. I didn't know what the hell I was doing on Ether Delta, so I sent Dee some Ether and said, buy me $50 worth of Vibe, and that was back when it was at 16 cents.
Yeah, it's much lower than what it was now.
So yeah, turned my 16 cents into, my $50 into $500 very quickly, which was nice.
Well, it almost turned to 600 very quickly.
Yeah, it was up around $2, like within the first couple of days that I bought it. It just skyrocketed.
Yeah, it did.
But then the correction came.
And it's dropped back down again.
Yeah, but now it's moving its way back up. There is that clip release coming out. Hey, Hannah's in. How you going? Harry Taylor, any advice on BCA, aka Bitcoin Atom and its tech? Bitcoin Atom? Never heard of it.
No.
So I can't really respond to the quality of that tech or what the value proposition is, but it's really, really good to see another coin being super original with their name.
I had a feeling you were going to go and play.
Come
on
on, do we have to use Bitcoin prefixes just to bring attention to ourselves? Bitcoin Atom is a SegWit-enabled Bitcoin fork with atomic swaps, hybrid consensus, and Lightning Network. Okay, cool. I have to read up more on it, Harry Taylor. It's another fork. I love forks. They're my favorite things in the economy. You're going to read up on it, are you?
I was going to briefly, but I can't
go
go
for
back
it.
to something else.
I'll engage in the chat while you read on
sorry,
that.
I got distracted.
Jay said, Icon and Kyber Network will closely work together to help employ scalable protocol of Kyber Network's token exchange services and interconnect with blockchains participating in the Icon network. Woohoo! That's sweet. Do you know when ICOs are coming up, Jace, for Icon? I know they're coming up this year, but I just didn't know whether they'd announce the first one or when surely not too long after mainnet launches, I would think. Apparently, Icon have got people like banging down the doors wanting to develop on top of the Icon network, whereas a lot of the other currencies have had to go out and actively build interest in their platform. Like you're having your dev cons and things like that, like Neo did.
Yes.
Apparently, Icon are in a position where the people are just knocking down their door to develop on top of the Icon platform.
Well, it speaks to the technology then that they're
I think it just speaks to the popularity of it more than anything. I think, Koreans are huge in crypto, right? So if they're going to, I think you're going to get more attention in Korea if you're releasing an application on top of the Icon network instead of, say, Ethereum or Neo. Potentially going forward.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah. Well, if it's going to be the Korean blockchain, the Korean Ethereum, surely that's going to get anything that's released on that is going to get more noticed in Korea.
Oh, I would think so. Definitely makes sense.
Yeah, it's interesting. Jace doesn't know the ETA for Icon's first ICO. I think Mainnet and Summit are the main concern for the next 10 days. Yeah, Mainnet's up at the 28th, 24th, 20. I can't remember, but it's towards the end of this month. So there's a couple of key dates to look out for towards the end of the month, both with Icon and Vibe. And there'll be heaps of others as well. So, but yeah, there's a couple of key announcements. The ones we've been looking at. What are you looking at there?
Oh, just looking at blogs and trying to work out what's going on with Bitcoin Atom, and get a little bit more detailed information on it being something more than just another fork and what it was being able to offer.
What is it able to offer? Can you find?
Well,
much?
I haven't really found much at the moment. The blogs that I've been sort of searching through offer just really brief information. It's just, and I don't understand a lot of the concepts. I don't know what featuring atomic swaps means. There's a hybrid consensus. It's building on the Lightning Network. So for me, it hasn't made a lot of sense because some of the terminology is new to me. Sure.
Okay. There you go. We'll have to have a bit more of a look at Bitcoin Atom before we talk about it on this show. Jace has confirmed that 24th is mainnet for Icon, so we should see a run up to that, I would think.
Yeah.
It could get sold off into that as people sort of just wait to see how the mainnet goes. It's possible.
So for those who may not know what mainnet is, what is mainnet?
It's the launch of their actual platform.
Thank you.
So they've been testing their blockchain,
yes,
if you like, which they built from scratch in Korea.
Yes.
In a test net.
Yes.
And Icon will move to mainnet, which is its own blockchain. So if you own Icon at the moment, it's actually an ERC20 token.
Yes.
So you're actually going to have to exchange that ERC20 token from the Ether wallet with Icon.
Okay.
To actually the actual Icon token, which won't be an ERC20 token because it's going to be
specific to their network.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the platform. You know how we talk about DApp platforms like Ethereum and that. So it had the fundraising for it had been based on an Ethereum like the Ethereum protocol.
Yes.
But they're moving to their own base blockchain, if you like.
Okay. That's really exciting then.
There you go.
Makes so much more sense.
Well, I don't know about that. I tend to do a pretty bad job of explaining it, but we'll move on. Harry Taylor said, any coins sold on Cryptopia that you like besides Neo?
Yes.
PIVX, Monero, Verge. Can I read the end of the question first? Hold your horses. Any coins sold on Cryptopia that you like besides Neo, PIVX, Monero, Verge, and some onion that I have? Can't sign up for Binance still because they won't allow new users. Thanks, brother. Yeah, DNA is one that I quite like over on Cryptopia.
Yes, you
Encryption.
Yes.
The Gene Chain.
Yes.
I will get Dr. Copesell to come on the show and have a chat to us. Good guy. So yeah, I like DNA. I worked over there in full disclosure. I don't have a stack of shares or anything. I did that for free when I was learning about crypto. My first ever internship. And I did buy a little bit of DNA while I was over there as well. Not a stack, but yeah, I've got some DNA. Have had it since ICO.
And Golem, GNT.
You like Golem? Golem's over on Cryptopia?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think Golem's got potential for sure. They've got a couple of competitors coming into the market in Al and Sonam.
Yeah, Sonam was the one that you
yeah, so but you know, this is a new enough space that there's plenty of room for good competition, good healthy competition. I don't think there's a need for one I don't know, combined processing power, if you like. That's what it is. It's networking to get that processing power for rendering and things like that. That's what I always make it relative back to, in my mind, is the purpose of offering an alternative to the rendering farms, but there is other use cases, of course, by having that much processing power. But you know, there's definitely, I mean, there's more than one rendering farm in the world as it stands now. So there's room for more than one blockchain version of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, and as we talked about before, it provides sort of a healthy sort of space in which people, if they know that there's others doing similar or providing a similar sort of service or project, will then hopefully sort of find ways to advance or evolve what they're doing to offer a better quality service.
Yeah, I think if you've got a bit of competition, it inspires and promotes continued evolution of the product.
I would think so.
So, yeah, it's interesting. There's a couple. What are you talking about, Pablo? Zoin? What are you talking about, Jace? Let's have a look. Blockchain 3.0. Harry, I thought Binance was opening up only a certain amount of registrations every day. There you go. I don't know. Maybe if you try using my referral link, that'll get you in. I'm joking, but you can try it. It's in the description of this video, along with my KuCoin one. Although KuCoin had that announcement.
Yeah, it came out.
But hang on, I signed up before that date, so can I still sign up new people or not?
From what I understood of the blog that I was reading, the actual referral link is no longer active, so you can't obtain new referrals, but you can sustain the existing ones that you had before they removed the referral.
So I can sustain the existing ones, but no new ones.
Well,
I don't like that.
I need to double check the information though, because it's on my computer rather than yours.
I don't like that. See what happens there.
You can't generate a new link. So if you've already got the link and it's already posted in YouTube, I think people can still follow it, but you can't generate a new link to post with.
Mark G had a bit of luck. He opened a Binance account 2 days ago.
Well done to Mark G. That's very exciting.
I'm assuming using my referral link. All right. Mark said, can't even remember what I bought on Binance. Have so many different coins on different exchanges. What is your opinion on South Korea possibly shutting down exchanges? Is it just fear, uncertainty, and doubt to manipulate the market? What are your thoughts, Steve? You haven't read up much on it?
I haven't read enough on it to make an informed.
There's some news coming out that some South Korean people are being investigated for insider trading or accused of insider trading based on the back of shorting the cryptocurrency market, knowing that the news was coming out about the tightening of the screws on the exchanges in South Korea. So they knew about it, they shorted, they made a fortune.
That doesn't sound okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay. But yeah, we got you, Korean, not Korean. We got you, Mark. Yeah, so it was South Korean officials. Thank you, Warlord. South Korean officials that essentially traded on inside information.
Yes. Did
themselves quite well. Do I think it's, what was the original question? Do I think it's planned or?
Is it likely to create? Is it possible that the exchanges are going to be shut down, or is it just?
Oh, it's certainly possible.
Ploy?
It's certainly possible, but I think if they shut down, it would be a temporary, it would be a temporary shutdown. I don't think it would be permanent. From what I've read coming out of Korea, there's literally one person who wants to shut down cryptocurrency, and the rest of the I won't say one person, but one person heavily, that's a heavy focus. Now he's a politician, so we wouldn't expect anything to happen for at least 6 months anyway.
That's been very generous.
Yeah, exactly. So, and there's also a lot of people moving, like petitioning against the overall ban of crypto.
Again, I haven't done a lot of reading, but what's the motivation or the momentum behind shutting down the exchanges in South Korea? What's the actual issue that's being put forward?
I mean, they put it forward. It depends on whether you believe governments or not. The governments are all putting it forward because they want to protect their people. The crypto economy is very volatile. It's unregulated. There are scams in the area, but I'd say that exists with every currency. The possibility to get scammed for your money.
Well, a lot of people get scammed out of hundreds of thousands of fiat. So
yeah, exactly. By Nigerian princes.
That is usually what I have heard happens.
Yeah, well, I am a Nigerian prince, and I've got stacks of money. So if you guys send me some PIVX and some Bitcoin and stuff, you'll never get it back. Yeah, so I don't know. I think that if they were going to shut it down, it'd be temporary because I don't think. Yeah, what I was getting back to with the government, sorry, is that they're saying that it's to help the people, but I think most people in crypto think it's to try and set some control over what is a decentralized movement. It scares them a little.
Yes. And I think BB Junkie, there's some other points above BB Junkies, and I'd like to come back to the other comments. But the South Korean Fair Trade Commission, KFTC, does not have the authority to close cryptocurrency exchanges. It is impossible in reality, and said the KFTC chairman.
So Colonel Sanders said, no go, can't close it down from KFTC. So that's interesting.
And that was something else that I was curious about. I go, what's the momentum and the motivation for wanting to, I got it. It's KFC, Kentucky again. So I wanted to know what the momentum and the argument for closing down the exchanges were. And then is it actually a reality? Can anyone legitimately close down the exchanges?
No, they can make it very difficult.
Yeah. So that was...
Yeah, they can make it difficult. Because they can make it difficult to move your crypto into fiat. And then they can make, within the country, they could say, well, you cannot accept crypto in store as a legal form of tender. Then what is the purpose of holding crypto? If you're not able to spend it, use it in a real world situation, and you're not able to cash it out in fiat at any time, it sort of kills your motivation to buy it, right?
Most definitely.
So that's how they can have it. They can't shut it down because we can still choose to transact peer-to-peer and have that as a representation of value, and they can't stop us choosing that. But they can make it a lot harder to get where we envisage it.
And I think that's where it comes back to some of the other comments that say, excuse my French, and I think somebody else down further sort of were commenting on in terms of Dennis Turk as well, in terms of things around regulation. Yeah,
regulation's not a bad thing because it will provide some protection to the consumer, which is a good thing. But there's a difference between regulation and centralization. And I think the two are getting confused. Regulation's a good thing. Centralization's not necessarily going to work for the blockchain movement. Ethercep's said, did someone say Vibe was doing well? Can you check it? See where it's at, though?
Okay.
Make sure my news is still relevant. It was doing well, Ethercept. Happy with that one, man.
I think somebody else also mentioned that KuCoin shares are low at the moment.
Yeah, KuCoin shares are low at the moment. There's a little bit of the volume's dropped on the exchange, guys. I checked that. Volume's dropped throughout the crypto economy, and I think you've got to start factoring in these taxes that are coming in, okay? So if you're having to pay tax on every trade, which is what they're doing in the US now.
Yeah. The tax on every trade.
Every trade.
That's remarkable.
Yeah, so if you move Bitcoin into Ether, you're considered to have sold your Bitcoin and therefore have to pay tax on the profit. Yeah, I know.
I'm speechless. So, yes. I don't know what to say to that.
So there's a big disincentive to trade now, and that's a problem. It can kill volumes, and therefore the calculations I've done on exchange valuations are based on at least sustaining the volume, if not increasing it.
Yes.
And if there's a real negative to actually trading, or in terms of it actually further reduces your profit, right? Your net profit. So your risk reward ratio of actually performing trades goes down significantly when you have to factor in the tax you have to pay on winning trades.
But the practicality of that, I just
it's undoable. Exactly.
Are you expected to keep track of all of the trades that
you
you do?
How do you do it? How do they tax it?
And then how do they track with it what trades you've done? I know that they can get access to bank accounts these days and work that out, but
yeah. So no, I'm not. I'm just going back to the top. Just answering a quick one then for Mike T. Yes, I got some S&M, not a huge bag or anything, man. I favoured Gollum. What else we got? Oh yeah, Vibe. That's what I wanted to check.
Yeah.
Is it still up?
Yes, it is by 47%. I think.
Yeah, 47%, $1.40. Looking good. Pretty happy. That's almost 10x for me from where I bought it.
Yeah. Very healthy.
Stoked. Mark G, Indian government sent out notices to all holders of cryptocurrency, people who did KYC on Indian exchanges. Also, policymakers are likely to discuss the subject at the G20 summit in Argentina in March.
Oh, that's interesting.
It is interesting because Argentina's economy is not exactly crushing it lately. So maybe crypto's a better option there as well. Here we go. I have no doubt that they're going to try and assert some control over this government.
Oh, I have no doubt because at the moment it's unregulated and it possibly has implications for, well, it's gaining momentum and interest. It's got widespread recognition. It's, got a lot of potential.
BB Junkie, an anti-BTC government official has been appointed by the French government to look into crypto in France. He wants the subject to be raised at G20. There you go. So, yeah. Indian government sent notices. This is Warlord. Indian government sent notices only to high net worth individual people who are moving huge sums of money in and out of crypto without filing taxes. So, excuse my French. Anyone heard of Voice, decentralized music streaming and sharing? Basically, blockchain version of SoundCloud. Yes, I have. I've looked into both Voice and Music Coin. They're interesting. I think there's a real need for music on the blockchain. I'll say that much. I won't go too much into that more at this stage, which you'll understand why in a month or two. Are the US the only territory with that tax requirement? Sync D86, I'm not sure. I know it's definitely been. You have to check. I mean, I can't keep on top of the tax regulations in every country.
No,
that was just news I heard coming out about US specifically.
But there's a lot of topics and things that are coming through today's chat that I really am going to take note of and go away and do some reading on.
Like what?
I think for me, the G20 summit and what's happening there, the concerns about whether there needs to be regulation of cryptocurrency and how people might address that. Are there legitimate ways in which governments can shut down exchanges and what would be the process if they were looking into that? And I think there was something else that was coming through as well. Oh, yeah, the tax. Like I had no idea that I'm a little bit naive because I get a little bit obsessed with actual specific projects. So I sort of go into those in more detail sometimes. But just the implications of tax and what that means, if they're going to tax it that heavily. So those would be the themes that I'd want to go away and research after this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I don't mind them taxing like they do on. I don't mind paying the tax the same way as I pay tax on gains in the share market or if I've got an investment property, but I don't think taxing above and beyond that is reasonable.
Well, and I also sort of...
they were trying to put GST on the way in as well and on the way out.
Yeah, and I think that, it's almost like for me is a way to actually slow down the momentum of trading with cryptocurrency. Are they making it such a challenging process that people will become frustrated by it, or are they going to actually create more tax evasion? Like, I suppose I'd want to do more reading to really understand what the motivation is other than maybe making a profit for the government.
Oh, well, that's always the motivation of the government, isn't it?
Well, that's how come I made the point of saying it.
How else are they going to get their $12,000 helicopter rides 15 minutes down the road? I'd be disappointed if that was taken away. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Dry God Spellweeder said, booty tax. Very mature, but I like it. And what did Mike say?
He did ask.
Sorry, Fish, just get a laugh out of hearing you say S&M. No, it's the other one, the one below.
Yeah, no, hey, Fish, are you really into S&M?
Oh, right.
And then Ether said, that is a personal question, Mike. and then haha. So Mike T then.
Oh, S&M. Oh, I just got it.
Oh no.
I just got that joke. Yes, I'm a huge fan of 50 Shades of Grey. Is that what it's called?
Don't get me started on that trilogy.
Trilogy. Someone's into it. Crypto D. BB Junkie's got one there for you. Yeah, it may not be legally possible to close exchanges, but no reasons they couldn't tax them out of the market.
And that's what I'm curious about with what's being shared here, is that it's almost like they want to make it so challenging that even if they haven't got the legal...
They were trying to sneak through without being seen.
Even if the governments don't have the legal capacity to, close down the exchanges, they're going to make it so complicated that people won't want to do it.
That's a good point. Mark said that in his province, they charge 13% on every transaction.
Oh, wow.
Drives markets more towards peer-to-peer.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Stuff it. We'll do peer-to-peer. Makes it more social. That's good. Ethercept, my question from yesterday. How do you think rumours, news of Vibe's Super Bowl commercial with possible partnership and or product placement affect price? I think that's got to drive price up for sure.
I would have thought
because
so.
we were talking about that a little bit at the start of the show, Ethercept. And I think that whether it's going to be one of the buy the news, sell the rumour things, I don't know in this case. Because if it does actually appear on a Super Bowl ad, that's huge audience.
Massive.
Huge audience. Americans love their beach volleyball. That's the Super Bowl, right?
Gridiron.
Yeah, so they love their football. And, half the world watches this thing too. My old man watches the Super Bowl every year. Doesn't watch any other games, but watches the Super Bowl every year.
That's pretty cool to have that routine. And
I think part of the reason for his routine is because it's usually on at like 9 o'clock in the morning and bars are open and serving beer. So it's an excuse to drink at 9 o'clock in the morning. Could be the reason. Excuse my French said, ha ha ha, France's justification for its concern on cryptocurrency is wanting to fight against terrorism. What a joke. They might want to check how much US dollars is used in funding terrorist activities first, because I understand there's a fair bit more of that that's used in funding terrorism than fiat currency. And if you think about it, fiat currency is actually on the blockchain, right? It does actually provide a more traceable form of money. It does.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think. You mean in terms of the...
Well, if they were, if they were to find a wallet that was being held by terrorists, okay, and then they can go back through the blockchain and find out where all the funding came from into that wallet. They can track down international networks of people who are funding terrorism by tracing the blockchain.
Even with the privacy coins?
Privacy coins are going to be a little bit more difficult. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah, and that's where I think that there's been a lot of concern is because of the privacy coins. They still have that negative reputation.
Yeah, I know. I still maintain that you've got to put the emphasis back on the person using the currency.
And that's where I come back to the concerns that South Korea have. It's like, well, if the population of people in South Korea want to trade cryptocurrencies, and it's also about saying, hey, look, we've got to give people the benefit of the doubt. We need to let people make their own informed choices. We need to trust that they can go away and do research. I mean, how much do we control and how much do we decide for people? I mean, I don't dismiss the idea of regulation or education to help people to better understand what it means to trade within cryptocurrencies, what they need to be aware of. And there's a lot more promotional activities about how to trade safely. What might be the reasons that you enter into cryptocurrencies or projects.
Yeah. You know what I find it is, though? At the moment, the way it is with the high volatility and being unregulated and people throwing money into all sorts of things, it's Darwinism for investors.
Survival of the fittest.
Survival of anyone who has half a brain in their head, because you don't throw money into BitConnect. Just saying.
Honestly.
Like the fact is, if that's, the people who have invested in BitConnect are backing a trading bot. What value does a trading bot bring to our society? None. So maybe we don't need investors like that in this economy. Maybe we need people thinking about how we can overlay the blockchain into our society, to best improve our collective lives, not to make us individual wealth.
Well, and that was a reflection that I've had with you, is that I wanted to look more into, in detail at certain projects that I'm interested in, because I don't want to sort of end up having quite a diverse portfolio. I want to be investing in things that I genuinely value and believe in and want to stand behind.
Yep.
And not necessarily because I might make a
ton of money. Yeah. It's just not, it's got to be like that. The greed in this market at the moment is insatiable. That's the only way to describe it.
Yeah.
And there's been different stages while I've been in this economy where it transitions from the purity of the tech and the vision,
yes,
to the wealth creation, and then swings back to the purity of the tech and the vision, and then back to the wealth creation, and it swings back and forth. But more and more recently, it's become less and less about the quality of the tech and just how quickly we can make money, and that's not what I'm in for.
No.
So yeah, it's exciting making good money quick, and that does open up possibilities for you to do good in the world and that sort of thing. But I'm really more interested in the overall play here, which is how can this brilliant technology better society and better our lives collectively, not individual wealth.
Create a positive social impact economically and financially.
I'm against individual wealth. I am. I think inequality causes a lot of the problems in society. There's many studies to back that up as well.
Yes, there are.
So, yeah. That was a good rant, wasn't it? What have we got down here? Slice Keeper, hi Fish and D and all. Let's talk Cardano. I think it's going to be listed. D will talk Cardano all day. Don't worry about that. Here we go. Let's see what the rest of this message says. I think it's going to be listed on Coinbase.
Oh, wow.
On the basis that they mentioned they'll be on a few exchanges soon. They said crypto to ADA, A&D, fiat to ADA pairs. Oh, I think that's a big call to say to be Coinbase just because of that. There are a few exchanges that accept crypto, accept fiat. Obviously, that'd be a big win.
It'd be huge.
But yes, we can talk ADA. When's their mainnet launch, Dave?
I'm still doing the research on that, but I know that their wallet has been released. And I'm pretty sure Ethercept actually tweeted, he contacted me on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure it was Cardano that had their first webcast. Oh, my laptop.
Webcast?
Yeah, like.
What do you want your laptop for?
Because I've got all my information on my laptop. It makes sense in my head. You can keep talking about
we were going to get off the stream soon. That's all.
Yeah, but we just brought up Cardano. And
see, we were going to have a short stream today. We'd planned that. And now you've brought up Cardano. So it looks like we're in for overtime.
And anyone who's interested in fish.
Most people are. That's what they're doing on this channel.
Crypto fish, fishbank.io. Sorry, .io.
You're still shilling your bloody crypto fish.
I am. Today's the last day that you can purchase them.
Last day to buy a fish, a virtual fish. Get in quick.
I know.
FOMO that.
It's really important because you can't purchase them after today. Unless you catch them in the aquarium. I
can see people just unsubscribing.
I'm sorry. I apologize in advance.
All right. What are you looking at? Come on, bring up this Cardano stuff.
I am bringing up the Cardano stuff.
Let's bring up tons and tons of research and see how much we can froth over the research and the beautiful vision they have.
I mean, Ethercept, I'm sure, is commenting away at some point here. He would be helping me out.
Let's see. Nah, he's leaving you hanging.
Thanks. So Cardano Foundation Chairman Michael Parsons appeared on BBC World News. Which is really exciting.
Yes, absolutely.
But there was a webcast. The first CF webcast was a success. I'm trying to find it. Yes, I think, and the dual, I can't say the dual deal there.
The what?
Their wallet has also been released.
Yep.
That one.
The Dallas.
Thank you.
I have no idea if that's how it's pronounced.
Me neither. I know that it's.
Dallas.
I'm not very good with the pronunciation. So there is movement and a lot of sort of positive activity happening with ADA, and Ethercept has.
Ethercept's driving, so that's you're done.
I know.
You got no backup. If ADA goes on Coinbase, I'm going to be the happiest of Ethercepts.
So will Crypto D.
Crypto D. I think Ethercept has a slightly bigger bag than you, but you'll be exceptionally
I'll be just excited to see the project gaining momentum
Yes.
and moving forward and going from being a potentially theoretical research, evidence-based research project into something more applicable and functional within the real world.
Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good to see some applied work rather than just dancing.
I'm dancing.
So,
I really like ADA.
I don't know. Like for me, I like ADA. Don't get me wrong. As I've said, the minds collaborating are brilliant, but I just think it's overvalued for the stage of development.
Mm.
Is it still valued higher than Neo? Where are we sitting in that battle?
That would require me to go to coin market
Neo's
cap.
got a mainnet running with ICOs being launched successfully. So, yeah, it's busting at the seams a little bit with some of the more popular ICOs, but it's out there. It's proving itself.
Market cap's still around 16.
You try good. Have you seen that one? Try good spell. Weaver said, "Can you play the Big Connect video with Carlos?" Have you seen it?
I don't think so.
Oh, he's a nutter. Some dude getting up there shilling Big Connect in front of a live audience, or just in a stadium, or in a studio. It's pretty funny.
I'll have a look.
We'll play it, but I won't play it now. Sorry. What were you saying about Cardano?
I think you were asking about the market cap for it, so I just quickly had a look.
16 bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17 bill. So it was 17 billion. So it's still well above Neo. What's Neo at about 10?
That's a really good question.
9. So it's double, virtually double Neo's valuation, even though it's got nothing happening. That's what I don't understand. I'm not saying it won't warrant that valuation one day and potentially much, much more. But I'm saying today is not that day. There you go. That's my opinion. Dee thinks it's brilliant.
I have my favourites. I know maybe I shouldn't, but I have my favourites. That and Dragon Chain at the moment.
Yeah, Mark bought Cardano at $1. So I'm not sure it's his favourite at the moment.
I paid much less for it.
Yeah, I think, look, if the plan all goes, if it all goes to plan, they're set up in 5 different countries, I think, or 4.
Oh, there's 5 universities that are collaborating.
Over how many countries, though?
I'm pretty sure it's about 5 countries.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So it's a good spread across, the international connections, right?
Yeah, it is. So
it can certainly justify the value it's got today and much, much more in the future, because we've seen the value put on the Ethereum network. And so if we can say Cardano can even equal today's Ethereum value, then obviously there's still a lot of growth. So it can certainly surpass its all-time highs. My point has always been that at its current stage of development, it's a $17 billion white paper. I know you like your research. I know you like your academics. $17 billion white paper, D. Anyway, that's my opinion.
Thankfully, it's well backed up by evidence-based research and quite a few peer-reviewed publications.
Yeah, we can sit around getting all excited over the research, or we can actually get out there and do something like that. Anyway, Will Career's in. G'day, Will. What's Giving Tree Cultivator got here? Stocks prediction market on KuCoin quite low, $35 million market cap. Gnosis at 270 million, Augur at 860 million. I agree with market that Augur is most developed and best team, but still stocks could easily double up. I haven't had a look at stocks before. Thanks for the tip, Giving Tree Cultivator. I have to have a look at it when I get some time. BB thinks that Neo, or said maybe that means Neo will go to over $300 short term. So he's suggesting that Neo can come up to that valuation and perhaps surpass it rather than Cardano coming down to Neo's valuation. He's the eternal optimist, BB junkie. What are you laughing at?
Nothing, I'm just smiling nicely.
I feel like something's going on that don't know. Chronicus is in. Seb said BitConnect Carlos acted like he was just a random dude that used BitConnect, but I have a feeling that he was involved in running it in some way. I have no idea. No idea. Chronicus is in Cancun.
Very cool.
Yeah, there's some places that accept PIVX in Cancun.
No way.
There's some bars and stuff that accept PIVX in Cancun, Chronicus. I'll find out for you, man. I'm sure there is. Yeah,
That's
I was
really
hearing,
exciting.
Brian, I think there's like 7 or 8 different places in Cancun that accepts PIVX. I'll shout you a beer, man. I'll send you some PIVX and shout you a beer in Cancun. That'd be sweet.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, it would be. I still got to pay him his bet too. You know what I'm going to do, Chronicus? So I'm going to set up a new wallet just for that because I don't want to have my wallet balance showing when we're doing it. So I'll just pop the 20 into this new wallet, which I'm going to set up on the Mac.
Okay.
And then I can screen share it and just show have my screen share and Chronicus's screen share on the same time. And I'll go click bang and click bang just like that.
Oh, that's super exciting.
It is exciting. So we'll do a PIVX transfer for me to pay my bet. Mikey, the Archangel. Hi, Fish. Finally finished moving house to St Ives, Sydney. Nice. Have you been down there?
No.
So I should be
finished moving house.
Oh, okay. So I should be able to make it to many more of these chats now. I'm really looking forward to learning more with you guys. G'day, D.
Hello.
What's your thoughts on EOS? You haven't looked at it, have you?
No, I haven't looked at EOS.
Mine with EOS was a little bit more optimistic than Cardano. I'm sorry, but they're closer to mainnet launch. They're going to be releasing in June for mainnet. But again, it's another testnet that's extremely highly valued. So it concerns me a little bit in that respect. But like I said, it can, same as Cardano, it can easily. Oh, there's actually an article Dee's found. Dee's found an article, EOS versus Cardano. So, yeah, for me, it's a little overpriced again at the stage of development, but in 6 months, it could definitely justify that price and more. So, yeah, that's my opinion on it at this stage. I wasn't a huge fan of the ICO strategy either, though.
Okay, I would definitely have to do some reading on EOS to have a better and informed response to Kev Ha. I think it is, yes.
Mm-hmm. Kev, Kev's one of our regulars.
I did find it interesting that that as soon as I put in EOS, the sort of blogs that came up were very much centered around the,
EOS versus Cardano?
Yeah. The top 3.
Yeah, sure.
But
Mikey said, my cue today. I have no reason to ask this, just a strange, intangible feeling. Have you heard of capacity? And do you think VR and blockchain are too young to work well together? Thank you. Mikey, I have heard that opinion from a friend of mine in Discord. I forget who it was, but one of our guys in our Discord group is actually a VR developer.
Oh, wow. That's
cool.
Yeah,
it's really cool. He works on, what's a big VR project, like the big open source VR project?
Oh, look, I'd like to say that I'm informed enough to be able to tell you that. But
Neither am I. I can't remember the name of my top of my head. But I spoke to him about this, about Vibe and Decentraland, and he said he didn't think it was doable at this stage. Not on big scale. Not with the amount of data having to be stored on blockchain.
You have mentioned this to me already.
Yeah, this is the guy who said it.
Yeah,
and that's why he said Vibe is risky. And he also said Decentraland is risky for these reasons.
And yet both of them seem to be gaining momentum.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of crap going. BitConnect gained momentum for bloody a long time too before it all fell apart.
Okay. So
I'm just saying we need to be wary of these things as well. That's why I speak to industry professionals and get their opinion. But having said that, when I spoke to, I forget who it was, but when I spoke to him about Vibe, he said, look, with the amount of money they've got in the team, the size of the team, it's just not achievable. But since then, the market cap's gone through the roof. So will the additional funds allow them to have a team that is capable of achieving the goal?
There is that potential.
I'm going to get on and have a go with Decentraland. I'll order some VR goggles and have my first virtual reality experience. I've never watched a movie in 3D. Ever.
It's quite a remarkable experience.
Have you done it?
Yes.
Oh. Cool. QTM, and Icon have more growth potential than Cardano until it launches public testnet and proves its competitive value. EOS also. Oracle Chain, first DApp for EOS. Oracle Chain's already released, hasn't it? Or is it? I don't know. That's cool information, though, giving Tree Cultivator. So. Yeah, QTM's one that's not talked about as often, but I was given a tip on that ages ago by a guy from South Korea. It was like $6. Giving Tree Cultivator has been reading that the QTM and Icon Tech actually work better than their. Well, we're going to find out real soon with Icon. 4 days. 4 days for mainnet.
So
very exciting because this is one we got back into months ago at ICO. So it's like the culmination of this whole Crypto Wave Investment Crew, I call it a group investment, not because we pulled our money together, but because we were all active in helping each other get into that one. So we had a meeting on Discord when it was all happening.
Yes.
And everyone was in the first hour, and it sold out in 6 hours. So we all patted each other on the back and sat back for months watching the futures markets. And now it's, what's it at, Dave? Let's do a live check of icon price. It's been doing well. It's been trending up. See how we're going. Conan Clark bought SingularityNet on Ether Delta, another AI project.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I've done a little bit of reading, not enough to have an informed discussion.
You're into deep brain chain.
I am.
That's taken some hits lately.
Yes.
Along with the rest of the market, yeah.
An icon. Yeah, icon. That's right. ICX.
Conan Clark said it took him 12 hours to buy the SingularityNet on Ether Delta. Dee's an Ether Delta trading queen. She kills it over there. Like, she gets massive trades all the time. Not unless we're getting taxed on them in Australia, and then she doesn't.
But yeah, there's certain cryptocurrencies that I do really well with. But yeah, I find it to be one of the more straightforward ones, although it has had some very negative reviews lately.
It went up from 50 cents to $1.60 today, SingularityNet.
Wow.
3x in a day. Yeah, icon's looking nice. $8.60. Whoop, whoop. Stoked.
Yeah, and that's really good feedback from Pablo JW. You need to increase, to have the transactions move more rapidly, the gas does need to be, the GWEI needs to be increased. There is actually a website that you can go to that can tell you what amount of gas you need to use for a transaction to move through at 30 minutes through to a couple of minutes. And over the past 2 weeks, I found that the GWEI has had to fluctuate anywhere between about 20 to 21, and it has sort of come back down to around 10 just for a 30-minute transaction. So yeah, the feedback from Pablo is really helpful.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm going to find that on.
Yeah, Dry Goods Bellweaver gets plenty of gas when he eats burritos. Okay. Okay. Baby Junkie said, at Fish Beach Bum Investor, on the subject of Crypto Wave Investment Crew buys, GLA unlocks for trading on 14th of Feb. So far on IDEX, and will be tradable from then. Yeah, sweet. I thought it was actually towards the end of this month. They must have pushed it back. Doesn't matter. It's only an extra 2 weeks. I'm okay with that.
Sorry, just to come back to the point around how to find out the gas you need to go to Gas Station website. So ETH Gas Station website will give you the information on how much gas you need to make the transactions, and especially on Ether Delta.
You got Gary DeMilo saying burritos give me GWEI. Very clever.
That is.
AccuFive's in. Haven't seen you in ages, man. What's been happening? Sup, fish and mermaid lady. GLA info from their Telegram. Cool, yeah. Thanks, BB. We'll keep an eye out for that, man. So 14th now for Gladius. That's cool. Not too long.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Conan Clark, for clarifying.
What was that?
Conan Clark was saying it wasn't the site, it was me trying to figure out how to go from Coinbase to my Ether wallet, then to Ether Delta, then buy the
bloody coins. Yeah.
And
Dee doesn't like to swear, so I'll do that part for her. Bloody coins.
And it's not even listed.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh.
Well, that's not cool.
Well,
pain in the ass.
Sometimes if it is an ERC20 coin, you can actually get the information off etherscan.io, get the token or the contract number, and go into other. Yeah, so it is possible, but it's a lot more involved.
Yeah, cool.
I'm happy to help anyone who might need help with that.
Hey, we're going to check out.
Are we?
Yeah, I know that's an abrupt end to this whole conversation. But we are going to check out. Can we get a last look at the market and see whether
yeah, we can.
Trending? Just do a new coinmarketcap.com refresh. We didn't really have a look at any coins or screen share or anything like that today, but it has been a great time to hang out with you guys. Again, 581 billion being the overall market cap at the moment, and Bitcoin's just come up. Can you hit view all? View all.
Sorry, thank you.
You got it. How did you manage to crash your computer doing that?
I've got no idea. Haven't I?
Serious. It's worse than me. Looks good. I'm just going to say it's trending up in the last hour, probably because I've been on. maybe having something to do with Asia as well. Oh, this is just
Too painful.
This has not turned out well for finishing the show, has it? View all. There we go. Just scroll down a bit. Yeah, flicky flickies, flickies flickies. Looks pretty green to me. Fish done his job. D must have helped out as well.
I don't know. With that last ending, I'm not so sure.
Thanks for joining us for the chat today, guys. We'll be back for another one. Well, I will be back for another one tomorrow. What are you doing tomorrow? You can come over for chat tomorrow?
I'd love to, but I don't know if I'm able to.
Oh, just me then. Flying solo. What's up? What's up? Big connect. Yeah, no, don't. Otherwise, people think I'm serious about it. All right. Cheers, Conan. Oh, that's a very nice compliment.
Yeah, that is.
I agree, by the way. Excellent comment there, boy. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll just I'll bring you quickly over to screen share just so we can see a brilliant comment by Conan. This is really important, guys. So I'm just going to bring you over to screen sharing. Oh, it's not working.
That's probably a positive.
No, that's not. We need to see this comment. It's very important. How do you highlight it? You see here, Conan has said, you guys are brilliant. Excellent comment, Conan. All right, I'm going to check out. D, you're going to check out too, or it's just going to be weird you sitting here by yourself?
It probably is going to be weird, me sitting here by myself, but I've really enjoyed some of the sort of themes that have emerged today. So I've got a lot of research I want to go away and do.
Yeah, no.
And I would like to come back to the conversation on some of the topics like Cardano versus, what was it, EOS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary just smoked me in that last comment. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
He goes, oh, and humble. Not quite. Nice one. All right, guys, we're going to check out. It's been fun hanging out. I'll see you again tomorrow. Dave's not going to be here, so you're just stuck with me for tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out today. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys later.
Stop.